It is, oh hi, it is Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show here at noon. Noon on the East Coast, 11 down south, 10 out in Phoenix, and 9 a.m. on the West Coast. So shout out to those West Coast people who get to watch sports very, very early. Time zones, man. A week in the Mountain Time Zone, you get used to Saturday basketball games starting at 10 a.m.
I wish.
It's crazy. It's wild. We are in far and away the worst time zone in this country.
Yeah.
Eastern time zone sucks.
The only one I would even debate as close would be the Pacific.
You think that's too far behind?
I think sometimes it might be a hair too early. Like especially when you think about also it'd be the latest game starting at 7. Like what do you do when the game's over? You're just like wide awake.
That period of college football Saturday when I wake up at like 9 a.m. and I don't have a game till 12 sucks. Imagine waking up at 8:30 and you just got a game on.
It does suck, but I'd prefer like a little because I like that morning rush where like a little bit of weight is good for you. I think it makes you excited for the day.
Get to make some late bets and
like I need that like hour in the morning. Like I know you talk about it all week. You know like generally what you're gonna bet, but you need that hour and a half just like looking at the board again, like going through everything, getting fired up for the day. What games you're gonna have for each slate? Like I think there's a little to that.
Central time zone is God's time zone.
Central's the best.
I was just about to say Central time zone is a great place to be in.
Central's the best sports time zone.
The Central time zone is far and away the best time zone we have in this country. Hello, Megan.
Hey, Brandon, welcome back. It's nice to see you.
Where were you in all the drama yesterday?
I'm not on Tuesdays. This is your show, not mine.
Oh, I wish other people had that attitude. Anyway, it is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. Pick Central brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. You have Barstool exclusives like picks and parlays from people like Big Ev, Brandon Walker, Big Cat Oprez, and other personalities to follow or fade. You've got tons of ways to bet. You've got daily odds boost, including the GPS, which is Good Players Score Parlay by Marty Mush, available tonight. Live in-game bets. You can move the line. You've got teasers, and you got Parlay Plus to bet within games or within the same game or across sports. This app is easy to use, easy to navigate. It has data and content that keeps you informed, easy and secure registration, and once again, more ways to deposit and withdraw. And I don't know about everybody else's experience. I can speak from my own experience. Anytime I've needed to withdraw, it has been a fast, painless, easy process. And I can't say the same about places I had used before I got the Barstool Sportsbook. Download today and create an account. You get a $1,000 new player bonus. If your first bet loses, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I love bonus cash.
Megan, I noticed you didn't say a goddamn thing yesterday to help me out.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about? I wasn't on the show yesterday. I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
Yeah, okay. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm in Central Time Zone. Did we not just get through that?
We did.
Time zone?
We did. All right. Big Ev, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
What is it? Wednesday? Good Wednesday?
It is a good Wednesday. No show Friday.
Hey.
No show Friday. You know what, Megan? I go back and watch that Geico commercial about once a week. I just that camel walking through that office. Mike. What day is it, Mike? It's probably my favorite, other than the Sprite. Excuse me. What's my motivation line back in the 90s? I think the Geico camel is my favorite commercial they ever wrote, ever.
It's up there.
It's pretty funny. You want to get what's stuck in my head and no one remembers it? It was a Kraft commercial. It was "You're Crumb-believable." It was like Kraft crumbles.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And that still to this day like lives rent free in my head. Like anytime I hear, I'm like, "Oh, you're Crumb-believable."
Well, I'll tell you, this current Burger King one is up there.
That one's up there too.
My kids are driving me nuts with it.
My son, my 10-year-old, walk in and just go Whopper, 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 and I'm like, all right.
But I think the goat jingle is the what is it? What are we? Ruby Church. Which I want more.
Chili's.
Chili. I'm
on
baby
back.
All time baby back.
Like, also,
little quartet they had going.
Budweiser frogs.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. You're too young for that.
Me and Megan are like the same age.
Yeah, I don't know why you know that.
That's
when I was in high school. That was like 94, 95.
It was my favorite commercial when I was a kid.
Because when I was
my parents also liked it too, so they like made a big deal when it would come
when I was 15, Or like I was a dickhead student in school. I was a freshman or a sophomore. We would just me and a couple other guys would just be sitting there, just quiet class, bud, and just do the whole frog thing, the whole class.
That's what you guys would do when you were kids?
Wise.
We'd make like sex noises to make fun, like just fuck with the teachers.
What?
Like that.
Oh, I understand what you just did, and I was just giving the chat boys time to go ahead and capture that clip for themselves. Clip. I said clip. Anyway.
You don't know where the other thing is.
I've heard of it. Whatever. Okay.
I just want to chime in. DC
Thank
has
you.
one of the sneaky. Yeah, like let's.
I appreciate that. I needed it bad, brother. Come on.
One of the sneaky best local chimes is we have this place called Eastern Motors in DC, and there's like they always get like the Washington Capitals players, the Redskins players would always go and be like Eastern Motors, where your job's your credit, and it's like they're always like rapping in these like super cool like 90s like cars. It's really awesome.
I'm trying to think of a local one that we have.
We have one down here.
O'Reilly
by
Auto Parts?
Turbo Motors, and they do all like boosty stuff, like
right.
Turbo Motors. Pull them on Turbo
Ford,
Motors.
Hyundai, Chevy, Beamers,
I'll
over
tell you-
600 cars,
tell you
trucks, SUVs. Are you listening, man?
All right, Ebo.
At Eastern
All right,
Motors.
we got it.
Your job's your credit.
No free ads to Eastern Motors.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
That's a good one.
Liberty. That's pretty catchy, too. All right. I'm glad we had this moment together. We had this experience. Yesterday we had a bunch of drama. People had their ass on their shoulders for the first 10 minutes, so it's nice just to hang out with the boys. And you.
I agree.
Yep.
Just nuts out.
Now, yesterday on Twitter, we're not going to do any Super Bowl cleanup. Were you here Monday, Megan?
I was. I actually had to start the show off Monday because there was some malfunctions. So I read off the Barstool Sportsbook ad. I just off the cuff.
Really?
You know?
Now, you're capable of doing that?
I guess so. Didn't know.
Okay,
What do you
because
think?
Gaz told me you couldn't do anything, and just to take it easy.
So, you listen to Gaz?
Well,
Bald Paul?
yeah, Bald Paul. So Super Bowl happened, whatever. But yesterday, the Super Bowl was kind of played again on Twitter, and JuJu Smith-Schuster woke up and decided to choose violence and choose. It was Valentine's Day, and he put out a tweet of a Valentine's card. I'll hold you when it matters the most, and that has Bradbury. That's Bradbury, right?
Yep.
It's got Bradbury of the Eagles. I'll hold you when it matters most. Now, in fairness, pretty good fucking chirp. I understand that we'll
Too
get.
soon.
That's a good chirp.
It's a chirp. I would like to know if there was bad blood between them because it felt,
Now,
unless they've been really shit talking in the field, felt a little unnecessary.
is that
probably,
chirp
but-
needed? Probably not. And the thing about the Chiefs is, we all saw you won the Super Bowl. You won the Super Bowl. Not all of us were in love with that call. Not all of us believe the Chiefs just went out and steamrolled the Eagles. And it came down to a call that was made. It was very tight. Could have gone either way. It was a hole, but whatever. But coming out and bragging about it is an interesting move.
Yeah, I didn't
'Cause
understand.
you certainly, as a receiver, didn't beat the guy.
No.
And he held you for a brief second. It was seen. That's what won you the Super Bowl. But, buddy, the rest of the NFL were just A.J. Brown, first of all, and I don't have a problem with this because he's his teammate, right? That's Bradbury's teammate.
Also, this was the best clapback, I thought.
It was.
I
thought so as well.
thought Debo's was the best.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing, though. This is a pretty good clapback, but this is his teammate, and therefore he should clap back, and it's awesome. It's good. A.J. Brown doing what he did. But then the clapbacks from across the league, Tyreek Hill, Micah Parsons.
Is it I think Debo.
I didn't see Debo's. What did Debo say?
He basically roasted Bradbury like he would.
He roasted Bradbury. No, he roasted
Or excuse
Schuster.
me. Or was it?
JuJu.
Or maybe I'm thinking of a Debo's. Maybe someone said something else. Maybe, and he came to JuJu's defense.
I just blame Elon because everything's all so fucked up.
Debo said
on
something
you can't
that
tell.
he. Oh no, I'm bad. Debo roasted. Actually, doubled down on Bradbury. Actually,
Oh, did he really?
he basically said Slay's real. You're a bum. He was like, I respect Slay. Like
So-
you're trash.
I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, the Niners are sore. The Niners are pissed. They believe they were a better team, and the quarterback got them.
I still kind of believe it too, but
No, I don't.
Listen, they lost. It is what
I
it
don't
happened.
blame
It is-
them, but-
it is what it is. Like it happened. They didn't just. that's the way the cookie crumbles. Like, you get hurt, injuries happen, shit goes like that. But I can see how they have a sour taste, like that, looking around how good the roster was, and just like, again, just
But at the same time, they
four
were the third
quarterbacks go
string
down.
fucking quarterback.
But you know what? Like, I
How
think
could you be sour?
But I think the Eagles, like when the Eagles lost the Super Bowl, you haven't heard one player from the Eagles blame the refs, blame the field, blame, anything else. They just said, good game, we lost the game, it is what it is. Like, the 49ers, sure, they lost in heartbreaking fashion, but they won't stop bitching and moaning.
I don't think they were like they're they're just sore. I mean, they're sore. It's tough to swallow, I'd imagine. Especially that they've been so close a bunch of times.
And the Niners know they got beat by a team who really wasn't all that good, who was overrated because of who they played. So I gotta get where the Niners are coming from.
Yeah, I also think their defense probably would have been a little more equipped than the Eagles probably as well. But I mean, who knows? I mean, the Chiefs could have still easily won the game regardless. But
now, did you do your homework, Megan?
Yeah, I did. I always do my homework.
Did you do your homework, Big F?
I did.
Now, it's always fun to rank things, right? But we are right on the ass end of the NFL season. We just saw the Super Bowl, and we just saw the playoffs. So the players you might have had as the top 10 quarterbacks in November could have changed dramatically as we saw players take step forward, steps back, saw players win things, saw some players not win things. So I asked for the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today, right now, today. Not build your team around, not 5 years ago. Right now, February 15th, who are the best 10 quarterbacks in the National Football League? Okay. Now, I think the ordering of the top 5 was hard. I think there's 6 candidates for the top 5. And I think after like 8, it's impossible. 9,
I had a hard time after 7, yeah. Like I was trying to piece it together.
8, 9, and 10 are impossible. And 10, whoever we say, you're going to go, what? But there's really not 10. I don't know how you get to 10 good quarterbacks. So I will allow Big Ev as the as just the guy who's going to go first.
So I'm assuming the more dramatic way would be I'd start from 1.
Well, I think the more dramatic way would, yeah.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows who 1 is. Okay, so start at 1. Yeah.
Mahomes is 1.
Okay.
Burrow 2. I think those two to me are like clear. No debate in my brain. This one even I had a little tougher time. I'm gonna give it to Hurts. Just the way he played and the year he had was incredible. I mean, he was so valuable to the team. I thought he was the best player in the field in the Super Bowl. Very impressive. I went Josh Allen next, and this one he's starting to worry me. Because if you even go back to their few he played great in the playoff game 2 years ago against Kansas City.
Yeah.
Probably not his fault he lost. They just couldn't get a stop. But outside of that game, he really has not had some great playoff games. Even you go back a couple years before that, when they played Rivers in that game, they played really shitty. Got really lucky they won that game. He's starting to make some bad decisions. I almost put Lawrence ahead of him. I put Allen there for now. I think it could change quickly. So Lawrence is 5 to me. I think he's earned that spot. He looked incredible this year. This is where I think I'm going to be different than other people. Number 6, still obviously he wouldn't have the tenure of these guys. I'm talking the long term of these guys, but I'm taking Aaron Rodgers right now. I still would put him there. Number 6 over Herbert. So I have Herbert after that 7. That 8 I have Lamar. Lamar I even would put ahead of Herbert, but I think the injuries the last few years have to worry you. Now we've had 2 years in a row he's missed like 4, 5, 6 games. That's significant. But I would, if a healthy Lamar, I would take over Herbert for the record. Next I had Tua. I just felt even though I don't think his skill set is like this out of this world, he's accurate. I think it showed how valuable he was to the Dolphins. They fall off a cliff when he's not there. I know they played well in the playoff game, but overall they fell off a cliff when he wasn't there, and he was great when he played. So Tua was my 9. 10 was the hardest one.
Yeah, 10's impossible.
Really hard. I think, like you said, no matter who you pick, people are going to say, huh? I decided to go with Jared Goff. I probably would have went Stafford if the chronic elbow wasn't such a problem. But I went Goff. I consider, honestly, really, the one that I would consider that I think could resurrect and really get there is Russell Wilson, maybe, if they can figure that out. If he maybe had just that off year,
I had a hard
things
time
didn't
leaving
work
him
out.
off my list.
Because he's been so good besides just this past season. But, so he's kind of like I had him close, but I just felt like he played bad enough. I couldn't put it there. Like, I would take Goff over like Cousins. I'll take Goff over even Daniel Jones right this. Even though Jones, I think, is coming. I think he could beat him this year, but I'll go Jared Goff 10 just for right now. He played well this year.
All right, Megan, give us your list so we can laugh at it because you're a woman.
Okay, that's fine. First two, I have the same as Big Av, which is Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Easily done.
Can I just stop? Can I stop you there? Can I stop you?
Yeah, sure.
Did y'all even think about Burrow there, or did you think about Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts to pass Burrow there?
No, not
I
at all.
I just truly believe he's
Second.
just a better quarterback. Like, I would just pick him over them personally.
I just throw that again. You said you could coach that 2009. Anyone could coach that 2019 LSU team to a national championship, meaning Joe Burrow can pretty much do whatever he wants, which means he owes the 2 slot.
All right, continue.
3, and again, this is where I got a little tricky, but this is where I've liked Josh Allen. Put Josh Allen 3 just because of what I've seen him do. Yes, I agree with Ev that he's kind of seems like he's on decline. Hurts at 4 just because Hurts has risen where he was kind of really far down on my list to start the year. It wasn't a Hurts believer, but I really like Hurts now, and I'll take that back and I'll eat that crow. 5, I have, which will probably surprise you, I have Justin Herbert there. 6, Trevor Lawrence. 7, I have your love, Brandon Walker, as in Tua. Also, your other love behind Tua, I have Dak, then Lamar Jackson. And at 10, Aaron Rodgers.
Huh.
You didn't laugh. Why didn't you laugh? I thought you were going to laugh.
No, I'm just interested that you have Tua and Dak ahead of Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson.
Well,
No, I don't.
Lamar Jackson has been hurt so much. When's the last time have we seen him play a full season?
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there. It's just interesting to me. So my number 1 is Dak Prescott. Now, okay, my number 1 is Patrick Mahomes. That seems to be a relatively safe pick at this point. I have Joe Burrow number 2.
Did you think for a second,
yes,
that Joe
yes.
Burrow shouldn't be at 2?
I thought Burrow, Allen, Hurts. Burrow, Allen, Hurts. Burrow, Allen, Hurts. Those are the 3 I thought about. I even went so far, I had it down to Burrow and Allen. I went so far as to look up their stats. And I thought to myself, all right, so Burrow won playoff game. He beat Josh Allen, but if Allen's stats outweigh Burrow in the regular season, I'll at least give it a – and Burrow had more passing yards. So I got –
much less interceptions, too.
Yeah. So I got Burrow 2, Josh Allen 3. I have Jalen Hurts 4. If you asked me this last week, I probably would have had him 8 or 9.
It's a pretty good list for so far, Brandon.
It really is. It's the exact same as yours, Megan. I understand that now. But it's not – there's not a whole lot of variety up there. Like the season kind of sorted a lot of things out. At the start of the season, Josh Allen, for a lot of people, could have been in the mix for 1.
Yeah.
But he played his way to 3. Joe Burrow had to do it again to lock himself up there. He did. He's up there now. And Patrick Mahomes just won a second Super Bowl, second MVP. He's easily number 1. And Hurts comes out of nowhere to be far and away the best quarterback in the NFC. So he's 4. I got Trevor 5. I think the second half of Trevor this year was incredible. He struggled at the beginning, but not a whole lot around him. They all had to gel, and he's still young. And I think the second half of the season he was great. I got Herbert 6. I have Aaron Rodgers 7, Lamar 8, 2 and 9. 2 and 9 is interesting because
you have Dak at 10.
No, 2 and 9 is interesting because he plays 17 games. He might have been top 3 or 4. Like he had moments of top 3-ness this year.
Yes, correct.
And then he had moments of not top 3-ness, and then he had the concussions. And I don't know that we'll ever see Tua play a full. I mean, he's so close to concussions at all times. I don't know how he ever rises above 9 unless he just has a miracle.
I'm just worried about him as a human being.
Yeah.
I'm very worried that he plays this year. I mean, imagine he gets 2 concussions this year. They're going to tell me he can't play football anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to wish that. I'm a fan. I feel bad. That's genuine concerns like a person. Like, just having this many bad concussions is just scary as hell.
Now, I want you to zoom in on my sheet. Zoom in on my sheet. And right here. Right. Okay, hold on. How do fingers work? Okay, right there. I don't know. I'm going to go with Dak Prescott. I'm going to go with my guy. I'm going to say Dak. But at first I had Dak. Then I said no, Daniel Jones. Then I said no, Kirk Cousins. I'm circling all the way back to Dak. 10 is impossible. 10 it could be Dak, could be Daniel Jones, could be Matt Stafford, could be Jared Goff, could be Kirk Cousins.
You want to know what it really could be if now that he's in a new offseason? It's Deshaun Watson.
Could be Deshaun Watson.
He could go even above that.
No, it could.
Eventually.
Could be Geno Smith.
I considered him. I did consider Geno.
It's such a crazy thought.
If you look at the way he played, completion percentage was incredible.
So let me make my case. Let me make my case for Dak. Okay, and remember, I got him 10. I don't have him 4. I have him 10. So he had an interception problem this year. He led the league in interceptions despite missing 5 games, and that's not good. But it's also an anomaly, an outlier. He has 7 or 8 years in the league now. He never had interceptions before. He's always been an efficient quarterback. He never had interception problems. This was just a year where it happened, and I don't think that's him going forward. And when he wasn't throwing interceptions this year, he was excellent, which sounds crazy and stupid, but he won a road playoff game where he was the best player on the field. It's in there somewhere. It just falls out too much. I think if you take the good Dak and the bad Dak and average it out, you get about the 10th or 11th best quarterback in the league.
That's fair.
Why don't you think he's going to not throw interceptions this year? What makes you think it's going to be different?
Because he's never done it before. This was just a year where for some reason.
But what if he has the yips and it just keeps going?
These outlier years exist and they happen, and I don't know why they happen, but they happen.
Or he could just be on a downward trajectory and just probably be out of the league in the next 5 years.
I don't know. Why would you do that?
Or like 2 years.
Okay, Joe Burrow could run off with a hooker and change his name to I don't know. Joe Burrow might just quit.
He would not do that.
He might.
He would. Dak would.
Let's see Dak Prescott's stats.
Lots of interceptions.
His pro reference stats, NFL or his Pro Football Reference stats. By the way, we're so lucky to live in an era with StatMuse and Pro Football Reference and Pro Baseball Reference.
It's so nice.
Oh, it's just you get lost. I used to get lost in that shit.
It's like whenever before we used to have GPS and then you have to use a map to go places like with your friends.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Now you're talking to Mr. MapQuest. I'd print out MapQuest and have 9 sheets in front of me. I was ready to go. I kind of miss those days.
I can't believe motherfuckers used to stare at a dead ass map and be like, "We're gonna follow this red line." Are you kidding me?
Right.
So
nice.
all right.
What?
There you go. His first year, he played a full season. He threw 4 interceptions. Then he threw 13, 8, 11, 10, and 15, and he missed 5 games this year.
It all just sounds like a lot of interceptions to me.
In 2020, but his first year he threw 4. That's not a whole lot of interceptions.
Even 10 and 16 games isn't terrible.
Yeah, that's standard. I think that's about standard.
Also, a note on like the way he throws interceptions. He's one of the leaders in like throwing to the sticks on third down, which a lot of quarterbacks don't do. A lot of quarterbacks will like underthrow the sticks and not take chances to pick up first downs. He threw about like 50% of his interceptions on third and long, 2nd and 20, 2nd and 15.
That's a great stat.
So those interceptions may not mean as much as like throwing one on 1st and 10. You know, you're taking a chance trying to get a first down.
I love that stat of quarterbacks who lead and throw into the sticks.
Yeah, they track that now based off their air yards.
See, this is why he's here.
It's good. It's good stuff.
That's why he's here. It's definitely not his personality.
He was a nice guy.
He's okay.
He was the best.
I'm a trivia prospect. That's it.
Yeah, he's
a trivia prospect.
Yep. He's in the class of 23. Are you the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year right now?
I think Blaze has been balling out this year for the Patties.
Although I do have a theory on them. I don't want to ruffle feathers too much.
Oh, yeah. The Jeff writes easy questions for him? Yeah.
I think
ZD?
Because I just noticed I watched their matches and I'm like, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one.
See the questions for the ZD Chicklets match? It was like the episode where Peter was playing a board game with everybody. It's just...
I need to be on that team. Whoever, I need to be on team with Dave and Dan.
Switched his questions with the 4-year-old. Peter, just say the word what?
Spell red.
I want to say who. Small amount of peas. Fantastic Four. Oh no! What color? What color are fire trucks? And he's like, what color are those red fire trucks? You ever just get in a Family Guy mood?
Oh yeah.
Just watch 10 of them in a row.
They're great.
Are you? I
you know who does? Chris Castellani.
Really?
He loves Family Guy.
Are you a big TikTok scroller, Brandon? I don't know, but based
I
off
am,
your age, 'cause you are 80.
I am. Huge TikTok scroller.
Do
He
you
probably
get
has
the,
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
bold
do you get
letters
the
on.
Family Guy
Oh,
clips
yeah.
with the games?
Yeah, I love it. Where it's half the screen is a game, half the screen is a Family Guy clip.
Yeah, I've reached the point where it's like melted the brain. I just watch.
I watch every single one of them.
Well, I watch the game and I listen to the clip now. My brain's been melted.
Y'all on lesbian TikTok?
No, here's my TikTok: Family Guy, titties, barbecue, and topwater bass fishing. That's my TikTok.
So Sydney Wells is on yours quite a bit then?
Just checked like 2 of the boxes.
That was a very funny joke. Wow. Okay. All right, so that's our top 10. Ebo, did you have any problems with that top 10 list?
I think Trevor Lawrence is the GOAT. I'm with you on that. I think he's going to win MVP next year.
Ebo, you've sucked Trevor Lawrence
yeah.
off the last
I have too. I had him
I'm
80 to 1 to win MVP this year.
I'm deep in the take. I got to just go for it. I'm going to bet him win MVP. I'm going to win the Jaguars win the AFC. I'm going to bet him win the Super Bowl.
I think he's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
I think him and Doug Peterson are gonna be dangerous together for a while.
Yeah, I think and the more like they signed Christian Kirk this year and everybody laughed at him and all of a sudden you look up he's got 90 catches. I think you do another one of them like they signed another guy.
They should be very active this offseason because they have him on his rookie contract and that's when you need to spend around your quarterback because that's when you need to take a shot.
Yeah.
What teams do you think are gonna make the biggest splash in the offseason? Like,
well, the Bears, right?
Bears have like fuck you money to spend.
Bears have all the money to spend, and they have the number 1 pick they can play with, either trade it or use it.
Also, everyone this year gets another. I think it's like almost 20 million, 17, something like that in cap room.
Brandon, I gave you McShay released his mock draft. It's on there. He put his top 3 on there.
So McShay's mock draft. Oh, can we talk about this one thing?
No. Megan, what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Let's talk about pandas.
I like pandas.
I mean, fuck, I'll talk about pandas. Just the regular pandas, the black and white, or like the red pandas?
What is it?
Kung Fu
Supposedly
panda?
supposedly there's a conspiracy theory that pandas don't exist, but we don't want to get into that.
Pandas exist.
That's what they want you to think.
Mm-hmm.
The zoo, they just paint them. They're not real pandas.
I'm not. It's not me. It's the tin hat people.
Pandas are good. What do y'all think the best bear is?
Best bear?
Yeah,
grizzly,
Polar.
definitely a grizzly.
Polar's a good ass bear.
Polar would beat them all in a fight.
They always just look.
Polar are like the
dirty
nastiest
shit,
animals
though.
there are.
Yeah, but
They're
a,
so
savages.
dirty.
a polar bear just lives where nobody else can live. Just walks around like a fucking boss.
They're the toughest.
And they'll just
They
swim.
also, like-
They'll just fucking just dive into the water.
Yeah, they can swim well.
Grizzly's sitting there by the river. He's scared to get wet. He's trying to reach in and get some fish. Not a polar bear. No, that motherfucker's diving into the ocean.
Polar bear's always been one of my favorite animals.
Polar bear's a big time bear. Big time bear. But grizzly's a great bear.
Of course, strong bear.
Yeah, good bear.
I wouldn't want to smoke with a grizzly bear.
Well, let me ask you this. Where do you fall? Would you like a pet koala bear?
No, because they have chlamydia and they shit themselves.
So does your husband. You keep him.
Wasn't as good as my Sydney chick, but we'll keep
Pretty
trying.
good. It wasn't bad. I always wanted a koala bear. Just imagine you have a tree in your living room and a koala bear just hanging there the whole time. That's a good pet.
Supposedly that they could be like super deadly though. Like they're like really,
Koalas?
yeah, I don't know. Like
If you get killed by a koala, you're just bitch made.
I think they get spooked or something.
I don't know.
I think they get the wires.
If I get killed by a koala, do not put that on my cause of death. Just say
Killed
bear.
by koala.
Killed by a bear. He was
Killed
mauled.
by bear.
He was mauled by a bear, and just turns out that a koala just went to town on me. Okay. I like that bear list.
What about
I'm trying
black
to
bear?
think of other bears though. Black bears are super
Black
cool.
bear?
I don't see
They're
colors.
super nice.
I don't see colors.
I
with
was
bears.
like 40 feet from a mama black bear and 3 cubs like 2 summers ago in Gatlinburg, which I'll be next week. And it was so exciting.
That mama bear had 3 cubs.
Three cubs with her. Yeah, I was terrified because like I walked outside, take the trash out, and she looked at me and I looked at her and I was like, oh, fuck.
And Dad was nowhere around.
I feel like
I don't know. The dad's probably a deadbeat.
I feel like black bears are the most like basic bitch bear.
Yeah.
They are.
Average as fuck.
I saw a bear in Shalimar, Florida at the we were at a airplane exhibit and there was just a bear chilling under a tree. His kids came running up, "Mister, there's a bear over there." I said, "There's not a bear over there." And I went over there. Oh fuck, there was a bear. And it was just hanging out. Chilling. Bears will chill.
They will.
Yeah, they'll chill in a heartbeat.
How about this new one, cocaine bear?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
It is hysterical.
I've seen-
Nobody has. It's not out yet,
They have
Megan.
Oh, it's not?
On the UFC pay-per-view this last week, they were hammering it with promotion. So funny. They're having to read it. They literally had Bruce Buffer had to read it in the cage before the main event.
Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, it's a Cocaine Bear coming March whatever, like February whatever, blah blah blah. Very funny.
Can I ask you a question? Just me and you. We're friends, right?
Sure.
Boys.
Yeah, please.
Can I pull these shoes off?
Let
me see them.
Yeah, I think so. And I would tell you if you couldn't.
Okay, just let me get them in the.
I think as long as you keep
Stop
them
moving!
white, you'll be good.
There we
Just
go.
keep them clean, and you're good.
Well, I actually wore I wore other shoes to get here to walk through the city, kept them in my bag, and when I got here, I took them out of the bag and put them on. So I'm only going to wear them in the office. What's wrong with that?
No, it's a good idea.
I'm terrified by white shoes.
Yeah, but the bottoms aren't white.
But still, walking through New York with even just a white shoe is like, I feel like that's like you're risking your life. It's stepping shit.
What do y'all think? Can I pull these off?
I think they look great on you, Brandon. Make your feet look really big.
Well, I do have big feet, size 15. Big feet.
Those are much more normal than the shoes you have been wearing and purchasing.
This was around the first of the ones I bought.
was going to say that was definitely the first pair you bought.
I think you should just invest in the ones like Big Cat has, like the classic dad New Balance.
Yeah, you should copy all of Big Cat shoes.
He's never done that before.
I don't care what Big Cat wears. I don't give a shit what he wears. I'm my own man, Megan. All right, you understand? All right. I had 5 hypotheticals. Just tell me to read the ad. I don't understand why y'all always do that. You just point at your hand.
Well, I was brought into the booth culture. I was told that's how you tell the talent to do it, and apparently that's just a Stephen Shea thing.
Stephen Shea has
are we separating talent and production again? We can't do that. We've already gone through that drama once. Jesus Christ. Come on, Ebo.
I'll send you the list.
Well, I can't talk to you, so I have to sign language.
You know my sister's in Europe?
No shit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Never been to Europe.
Me either.
Me either.
I thought it was fake.
Maybe we take a team trip. Us three to go take on Europe.
Yeah.
What a trip that would be.
Yeah, we'll meet you there. Go ahead and take off. Let's start in Belgium.
Okay, I'll do waffles without you, you fat fuck.
He didn't even say anything.
You know I'm talking straight to you. I
Oh.
would never disrespect Ev.
Okay. Why not?
Ev's on my good list.
We're friends.
Yeah, we talk about bazongas and we talk about Rihanna.
Titties, yeah, Rihanna.
Yeah, we're
all kinds
fucking
of things.
How do y'all
pals.
talk about
We're boys.
Y'all just discuss titties?
All the time. Some might say daily.
Warlocks.
Yep.
That's a
Knockers.
terrible name for
I love Warlocks.
titties?
On because they drop it in sewer bed. I just think the way he says it's hilarious.
Get a glimpse of these
Warlocks.
warlocks.
He goes, "Let's make a move," and they literally run down the street just to look at her tits.
This Sunday, NASCAR is officially back. We had the Clash at the Coliseum last Sunday, and that was awesome. But this week we have the Daytona 500, the greatest, the granddaddy of them all, the big kahuna, the awesome one, the big race. I'll get it one day. The NASCAR Daytona 500 this Sunday, February 19th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. This is the 75th anniversary season of NASCAR. Daytona 500, considered the most prestigious and important race in NASCAR, and has opened the NASCAR season every year since when, Megan?
1999.
Not as dumb as I thought. Every February since 1982. 1982. This year, Jimmy Johnson will be making his NASCAR Cup Series return for the first time since 2020. And Travis Pastrana is attempting to qualify for the Daytona 500 this week. Again, this week, the Daytona 500, Sunday, February 19th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox.
That where Cypress Hill will be playing?
That was last week.
Oh.
I don't think Cypress Hill is going around to every NASCAR track. Now, they might be. I don't know.
That would be so tight.
but
NASCAR residency.
Yeah, they just Cypress Hill. I think the boys are going. Large is going. Spider, Alex Bennett, the boys.
Mean Girls take on Daytona.
Oh,
right?
the entire Mean Girl crew is going?
I don't know. I just thought that's what they do. I thought they rub stuff.
You're kind of on one today, aren't you?
I'm sorry.
Jesus. TJ, how the fuck are you, buddy?
DJ.
Good to see you.
Hi, Megan.
Hey, handsome.
TJ.
Football season's over and TJ comes right back.
Well, last night wasn't great.
I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to bring it
It wasn't
up.
great.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
the edge.
Yeah, it's
Ohio State's basketball team is atrocious.
atrocious.
Like we are the worst.
I was trying to watch.
No chance to make the tournament.
You know, I love the fact that on Super Bowl Sunday you have a couple games, but I was trying to get to the Phoenix Open. I had needed something to watch to get to the Phoenix Open to get to the Super Bowl, and the game on CBS was Ohio State, Michigan State, right?
Yep.
And at halftime they had 14 points.
Correct. Yes, the worst team I've ever seen.
Football
Jesus.
sport.
I want Holtman. I've defended Holtman as like for the last 2 seasons. Everyone Holtman fired. I've been like, no. Now I'm like, get him out of here. He stinks.
14 points a half. Like,
And the crazy thing is, Brandon, this is the God's honest truth. They have good players, but the team sucks. I don't know how to explain it. They run no offense. They're terrible.
I mean,
They run
We
the worst
shouldn't
offense
bet on
I've ever seen.
LSU women's basketball.
They run the
That's
worst
what I'm
offense I've
trying to
ever
tell my
seen.
daily.
I'd say in college basketball tonight, in 30% of the games, you'll have a player with 14 points in the first half.
I'm telling you, at almost all times, they will have 5 like good players in the court, and they just suck. They just fucking suck.
Are y'all right?
do anything.
Are y'all ready for my 5 hypotheticals?
I guess we gotta be.
You know what? You ain't got to be here, okay? You ain't got to be here. Okay. Number 1. Again, this is my hypotheticals I came up with. Name an athlete that would be a star in another sport, and don't say LeBron James. Name
Tyreek Hill.
an athlete that would be
Greek track star.
name an athlete that would be a star in another sport,
Terrell Owens.
and he's not an athlete right now.
Well, is it current or?
Yes.
I know Mookie Betts can bowl.
Can I have a guy that's current, but like, can you give me his prime at least?
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
I've said it forever. Russell Westbrook will be a phenomenal football player.
Either a DB
I've said
or
it, or safety. I said safety or receiver. He'd be incredible.
what about? I mean, he's what 6'4"?
He's like 6'3", 6'4",
What
like
about quarterback?
220.
What about like?
That's a lot of that takes a lot. I just want his pure speed,
Oh, okay,
strength,
but imagine-
athleticism. Like
Imagine
his
21-year-old Russell Westbrook being the starting quarterback for UCLA in a college offense.
No, listen. If he could throw accurately, I'm sure he'd be unbelievable.
Of course, he doesn't pass.
Could he be a good teammate? That's what I'm worried about.
That's why. That's why he's not a good teammate. Just stick him at safety and just go wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Like no, just go.
He's got the
attack
football
the
player
ball.
build. He's got those
He's got the mentality. Like
thick shoulders.
He's
Yeah.
he's aggressive. He's tenacious. Like he has that in him.
I think I know he's white, but Mike Trout I feel like could be a good safety. He's got a thick
Yeah,
build,
yeah.
too. Mike Trout.
He's fast as shit too.
Yeah, Mike-
I don't feel like he has that dog in him though. Like he doesn't have that safety mentality.
His shoulder. He's so broad though.
I get that, but
Like,
I
he
feel
hits
like you
like a
gotta
truck,
like
probably.
you gotta want to
You almost.
people alive.
I think I could put 20 pounds on him and make him a linebacker.
He's probably close already.
Was he
Might not
6'2",
even- might not even need
2?
20. I bet he weighs 230.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think he's like
He's a thick boy.
I
He's
feel like
strong.
I feel like I can make a linebacker out of him.
There's to me, I picture mostly. I try to take basketball players. I think I can make them like football players.
His baseball reference page has him listed at 6'2", 235.
Oh, that's middle linebacker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't even need to put weight on. He's like there.
Yeah.
He's pretty much there already.
Yeah.
He's probably a mean edge rusher.
I want a middle backer.
Yeah.
His speed.
I got a guy that could be really good. Kyler Murray, people forget, is really good at Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Very good at Call of Duty. They have a pro league. He probably run sub, AR, something like that. Maybe be really good at search and destroy.
There's a lot of football players that were drafted or that were first-round baseball talents. It shows Kyler Murray was
I
one,
thought you were
right?
gonna say like drafted as in like World War II, like since you're so old.
You know, you hit that one joke, Megan, and you just keep chasing it.
She's on fire.
Just keep fucking chasing that one
Megan's on a
joke.
heater.
She's heating up.
I only judge a joke on this
I
show.
missed you, Brandon. I missed you.
I only judge a joke on the show by Zaz.
I knew you were gonna say that.
If Ev laughs, I don't care. If Ebo laughs, I don't care. If Za laughs, I know the joke is good. Megan, you've passed the Za test like 6 times today.
That's fantastic. I'm in. I love Zoc. Zoc's the best.
Are you okay with that, being the arbiter of funny on the show?
I know.
I mean, what an honor.
Yeah.
I
And boots.
am the gauge of funny.
Because you don't hide. You don't small laugh.
True.
You don't giggle.
Yeah, true.
You don't be like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all full. Somebody says a joke.
Give me let me throw some passes to John Morant.
Oh yeah. Or he could be.
He's not even that tall, I don't think, but it doesn't even matter.
The point guard.
He's tall enough in the NFL.
The point guard DB corollary is there. Like I feel like if you're quick enough and good enough to be a point guard, and if you're not Steph Curry, Steph Curry die. But I feel like you could be a DB.
Like a prime John Wall, how explosive he used to be.
Yeah.
When he, like Derrick
Rose.
Rose when he still had it, like that monster, absolute monster.
Yeah. See, now we're talking. Good hypothetical by me. Number 2.
I do wish we could see Jalen Suggs play college quarterback. That would have been great.
Yeah. You can say AI playing football. He actually was great in high school.
Which sporting event was way better 10 to 20 years ago? Which sporting event was way better when you were a kid?
Probably football.
Just football in general?
Wait, to attend or to watch or
Oh, the question is,
sport? Okay, got
which
it.
sporting event was way better 10 to 20 years ago? And my answer is this: the entirety of the NBA All-Star Weekend, the three-point contest, the dunk contest, the game itself. This Team LeBron, Team KD shit is bullshit. Just put them west to east. Why that worked for 100 years? Why do we change that?
I don't mind. See, I agree with you the other things. I don't mind the draft because I like the kind of the drama of like picking this guy over this guy kind of thing. Make them like pick the teams. I don't mind that aspect of it. But everything else, I agree with you 100%.
The dunk contest just doesn't mean anything.
I mean, they just don't get stars. They're just afraid. And it's LeBron's fault. He ruined it.
Aren't they bringing up Mac McClung to do it
Yes,
this year?
they are.
You got G League guys in it?
But I'm telling you, legitimately, LeBron ruined it. He set the bad example for the league that he's too good for it, and now everyone else kind of took that lead. It's true.
Michael would never do that.
Like if he did it, we'd have the guys like the John Morants doing it, and all these like these big like John Morant, and it would be incredible.
You see that Shaden Sharp?
Yes.
See that dunk last night?
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
He's not going to be in the contest.
He was going to be in it. I think he bailed out. It's a shame. McClung will probably do something sick.
Oh, I wrote down NBA All-Star Weekend and bowl games.
Yeah.
They're still watchable, and I still gamble on them, but they're just not what they were.
No, of course
and
not.
that's okay. That's okay.
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl is certainly.
Easily
Pro Bowl.
fell off a cliff.
And it was never good.
No, it was never great. They can't even play a game anymore. It got so bad.
I feel like it's just disrespectful. You have them out there like playing Wipeout, essentially.
What I
Like,
think is disrespectful about it is now they play all year, and you give them and their families a trip to, which this one's kind of fine, Vegas. But last year was Orlando. Send them to Hawaii. What happened?
That's what ruined it. That they stopped going to Hawaii.
Hawaii was great. You get to see them. They'd go out there with their families, and they'd have a good weekend. Now they just get a domestic flight to Vegas or Orlando.
Yeah,
I mean, Vegas is better than Orlando, but like Orlando's insulting.
but even for your family, like you're bringing if you got like little kids to Vegas is like whatever probably.
Yeah. Number 3. I want you to. You're an 18-year-old 4-star recruit. I want you to choose the college that you're going to go to based solely on the food you can get around the college, the food in the town of the college. Where are you going to school?
This does not include dining hall rankings.
It does not. Are there
Because
dining
UMass would be UMass would have
number one.
UMass has been number 1 for I'm not kidding. I think it's like 35 straight
Is that,
years.
that's a thing?
It's true.
Oh yeah,
It's true.
it goes. I think it usually is UMass, Virginia Tech, and then JMU's
Why is
third.
UMass dining hall so good?
I don't know. It's voted number 1.
They are always ranked number 1.
I
It's a fact.
refuse
They would be-
to
they would be a
believe
power.
that any fucking dining hall anywhere is better than any food in Louisiana. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out.
But as a college kid,
Homer.
you gotta you have to eat the dining hall food. At least
Yeah,
like
I know.
sometimes.
I
was-
tried Starkville
Dining hall food
dining
wasn't
hall
bad.
food.
Ohio State it
Awful.
wasn't bad. Coastal it wasn't
What was
bad.
the best item you had? We had this thing on Fridays. We would take buffalo chicken tenders and they'd put them in mashed potatoes and mash it up, called buffalo chicken mash, and we would have
Ew.
peanut butter pie on Fridays too.
I had a
That
coastal.
sounds awful.
It was delicious.
awful.
I don't like anything
It
about
was
that.
delicious.
Sounds like a
Shout out to,
prison
if there are
meal.
any JMU people in the chat, they can vouch. Buffalo chicken mash Fridays were great.
Spoiler alert, there's not.
At Coastal, we had fried chicken Fridays. Incredible. Fried
Mississippi, we have-
chicken every Friday.
Mississippi, our Friday food is fried catfish.
I like that.
I ate Adderall while I was in college. That was my diet. That's what I
You
ate.
know what, Megan? All right.
I tried my best. All three.
LSU's to answer the question is not a bad answer.
I got to make sure I say the next 2 very carefully because it's hard to word them. So, if you polled every current athlete and made them vote, who do you believe would be voted their favorite current athlete? Does that make sense? If you polled every current athlete in the world and said, who's your favorite athlete, who do you think they would end up saying?
I'm going to throw a random one out there just because she's so nice and so likable. Simone Biles.
She quit.
Did she?
She quit.
I think so.
She just walked off the what do they call it? Floor.
The mat. Are you sure?
Yeah, it was in all the papers in the Olympics. She just quit.
I think she's still nice though. Sometimes you get tired of doing what you're so good at, you know. Sometimes you just go. And I think some things happen.
We ever talked about Livy on the show?
About what?
Livy?
She's overrated
She's a big
as far
star.
as gymnastics.
She all over your For You page, huh?
I don't know
She's
what that
gotta
is.
be. By the
On
way,
Instagram?
Cindy just texted me and said I was hilarious.
Livy Dunn said you're hilarious?
No.
No, Sydney Wells, the other one on Brandon's For You page.
She's just throwing 99 on the black now.
I mean, she struck out the shot like 3 times in a row.
I don't understand what's going on. All right.
It's hump day.
Brandon, you're definitely in this controversy. You know, Livy's in a little bit of TikTok controversy.
What is it?
There's a girl that looks exactly like her who's trying to steal all her shine.
Why is that controversial? Sounds like a good hustle by the girl.
Yeah, Livy blocked her.
Don't block people on the internet. That's soft.
Yeah. Pussy shit.
Pussy shit.
I think the answer, as of like 3 weeks ago, would have been Tom Brady.
Michael Jordan, I think.
He's an active.
I like Michael
What about
Jordan.
Tiger Woods?
I don't know how many people would say that.
I don't like
Honestly,
Tiger Woods.
This might be a hot take. I just speak from personal experience. I feel like a lot of the black people I don't really watch golf,
Yeah.
so I just don't like. And I do have a lot of black friends. Hand up, credit to me.
Tiger Woods is he like.
You never want to
But
be
they
the guy
just don't
that
like.
says
I
that.
just think no one's gonna be like Tiger Woods is my favorite athlete.
But here's the thing. Tiger Woods, black people love him. White people love him. Everybody loves him. Even through all the shit, people still love him.
I just,
Isn't he Asian as well?
but I feel like, but if you
Asian
ask like all
community
these
also would love
athletes,
him.
I just feel like they would lean. Honestly, I think a better answer would be like LeBron, because I think all the 20 to like 27-year-old athletes have watched LeBron their whole life would be like LeBron.
What about Floyd Mayweather?
I think if we're
Have him
going
come in and do the
if we're
athlete?
going non-active now, I'd say Tyson.
Well,
Not active. He's right. It would be Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure,
yeah.
easily.
All right.
What about Ronaldo?
I don't do fake sports here. So
Did you hear Zaz Freudian slip
I
there? He
digress.
tried to say Ronaldo as a bit, but he said Messi.
yeah, because his mind was the GOAT, and he,
No, he's Ronaldo. In terms of popularity, I think Ronaldo might be the.
Not a big deal, but real sports, real sports only, please.
All right,
Hot take, I don't think
digress.
Ronaldo's that
I'll go back to my
attractive.
hole.
What?
I said hot take. I don't think Ronaldo's very attractive. I know, like the.
I mean,
women-
that's crazy, Megan. That's
He looks like
He's handsome as fuck, Megan.
Pin doll.
He's
He looks
handsome
like
as
a
fuck.
kid. I didn't think.
She's not into pretty boys.
I don't
He's
like
like
Tom
too
Brady
pretty.
either.
She
I
thinks
don't
he's too
think.
pretty.
I think Tom Brady's ugly. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is a good-looking
Well,
guy.
Tom Brady is ugly now. He wasn't, but he's ugly. He's like Skeletor now.
The name she said, I think, yeah, she doesn't like guys that are too pretty.
No, I like.
Hold on, wait.
I like a little roughness to my guys.
What don't you love Joe Burrow? He's a baby face.
Well, I love him like he's my son, not like I want to have sex with him. Yeah, the statue looks correct.
That statue's hilarious. He looks ridiculous.
He looks so
His
stupid.
eyes are so
Sorry.
close together.
Can I see Tom Brady courtroom sketch?
That one's really funny too.
I just like to see it. Every time I see the Ronaldo statue, it reminds me of the Tom Brady courtroom sketch.
Like his head forward, it's like all the way back.
All right, my last hypothetical, and then we'll get to picks. Pick one position in sports that you could be plugged into right now and at least blend in. You would at least be able to hide and look functional. No, it's just look at Tom Brady. Pick one position in sports you could embarrass yourself the least at right now.
Well, those are two different questions. Embarrassing or
A libero on a volleyball team.
I already got on Za for this. Real sports only, please.
First off, Brandon, you're like 6'1". You should definitely embrace all the sports that you can be tall in. So
You know I'm not
I think-
6'1". You know good and goddamn well. We've stood next to each other. You know I'm not 6'1".
Okay, 6 foot on a good day. My bad. Okay, tight end then, or center. I'll just blend right in.
How How would you? Okay.
You'd be a great cyclist, Brandon.
I think you could.
You could hide in cycling. They don't video you if you're in last.
I think if you threw me at first base for the Oakland A's, I could fool people for about 3 minutes. I could just stand out at first base. All I got to do is run to first and catch a ball. If it's a good throw, I think I can do it.
You know, we had this all-time hypothetical watching college football earlier, but if you put, like, Jack Mack was like, if you put me at quarterback for, like, 2021 Alabama, how many games are we winning? He's like, I think we're winning at least, like, 4 games. I mean, like, if you just hand the ball off. You could probably beat New Mexico State, just hand the ball off.
I think they're winning, like, 8. Just hand the ball off.
Yeah.
0. Maybe not 0.
2021 Alabama?
Maybe not 0 because like
just take the quarterback.
I just see it because sometimes people get a little too overzealous in these arguments. I like to point this out. This is obviously going to the league now, but Kendall Hilton, who started 2 years of ACC quarterback, couldn't complete a screen pass in the NFL. He played ACC for 2 years. Yeah, he would struggle to complete a screen. Imagine like somebody would be like, "Oh, I could complete like
the argument.
I could complete a screen." I'm like, "You probably couldn't."
2021 Alabama just line
on Bama, it'd be different because there's a couple teams that you literally could just run the ball and win the game.
There's actually one for the show that is sneaky. If you play like offensive line at a service academy, you don't actually have to block. You just dive at the guy's knees. So no one would actually know if you're back blocking.
I think I could sneak you.
I think I could sneak in like nose guard.
I could sneak you in at nose guard.
It'd be help if I was like a couple inches taller, but 5'11's. But I wouldn't be totally
like it's 3rd and 1 or something, and they do the mass substitutions. If you just run on with the mass substitutions and just dig in real quick, I don't think anybody's going to notice. They're like, okay.
I think they'd just be like, oh, like that guy's a little short, but they wouldn't. Because I just think
look at this little fire plug out here.
Just dive right at their ankles and just clog the middle.
Oh, we never talked about the Chris Jones move in the Super Bowl where he dove on top of the offensive line.
Still didn't work.
It didn't work because he had no and he just rode the pile for a little bit.
But it kind of was. It was like nothing was working. So it was like try something.
He's 6'7", 320. Like, and he just dove on top of grown men. It was.
Also him, that hug with Goodell made me want to puke.
Let me say something about this. The first time I ever met Chris Jones, I was a media guy at Mississippi State, and he was a freshman, and he hugs everybody like that. He walked. I said, "What's up, Chris? How you doing, Brandon Walker?" He grabbed me and shook me like that. Like that's that. He hugs.
His embrace.
That's his thing. Yeah.
I love a hugger.
Yeah.
I respect it, I guess, but Goodell's such a dickhead.
I wonder what Goodell smells like. What do you think he smells like?
I think he probably smells fantastic.
I don't know. You can't like cover up all that. So can't cover up all that stench.
No, I mean, he's rich. I think all rich guys smell good.
He should at least. I feel like he would just smell like nothing.
Brad Pitt doesn't wear deodorant, so I don't know how good he smells.
You think he's unattractive too?
There's only certain movies that I find him attractive in.
Ocean's 11, he's hot as fuck.
Like I don't like Fight Club Brad Pitt.
I bet you like him in whatchamacallit, the Hollywood one.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't even know if I've seen that movie yet.
He plays the rugged, like not pretty one.
That anytime he's not pretty, like I love him. Like
he literally plays the stunt double of a famous actor.
That's
the Brad Pitt I like. Yes, I have seen that movie. Yes.
Picks.
I know what we're talking about.
We will do. Is there any chance I can get you to shut the fuck up for a second so we can do picks?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Megan, I want you to go first.
Okay, whenever Jack prices my parlay, I have a parlay today. It's going to be Bama plus 7.5, Texas A&M money line, and Iowa State money line. I also have Florida minus 4.5, Xavier plus 5.5, UNCG plus 1, South Florida minus 4.5. That line makes no sense, and Boise State minus 3.
All right, Big Av.
I'm on Tennessee minus 3.
You have to be, right?
I think you have to be. They're coming up. But
do you like my parlay, the plus 7.5 for Bama? You think Bama will lose by 7.5?
Bama's been the one team that even in this spots I've tried to avoid them because I do think they can be buzzsaw like. But Tennessee is good defense. They need to win really bad too. I think they're desperate here. I'm on Northwestern. I got a shitty line already, but I like them at home. Really like A&M, and Iowa State's probably my favorite play of the day. I really like Iowa State at home tonight.
By the way, that A&M. You probably got it early at 2.5. It's all the way up to 4. I
saw that.
It was at 4 when this show started. It might be up to even further now. I have, spoiler alert, Mississippi State, Kentucky under 128. It's the first time I've been nervous about a game in probably 10 years. We've been garbage juice for 10 years.
Favorites too.
We're finally on a win streak. We got the right coach, and we got Kentucky, and we haven't beaten Kentucky since I believe 2007.
Wow.
It's been a long fucking time. Mississippi State, Kentucky under 128, Texas A&M -3, and Tennessee -3. I stayed in the SEC because that's where I know.
The parlay's plus 270 for those who are wondering. And if you guys I know you like Tennessee, but you could middle and take the parlay and hope that Tennessee covers the 3 or covers the 4, and then also hit this parlay with me.
It's Tennessee, Iowa State, and who else?
No, it's Bama plus 7.5. So y'all would middle with
Bama,
Tennessee,
Iowa State, and
Texas A&M money line, and
Okay.
Iowa State money line.
I'll play it for a little one. Why not?
Let's go. Thanks, Ed, for
That's
being
how-
my boy.
When did
That's
y'all
my
just
boy.
become best buddies?
Whenever you've been gone
for
the
a
whole
long
week?
time. Ages.
Just talking titties.
Yeah, tits, whatever. Football.
Warlocks.
Yeah, with just a couple pals.
Bleezies?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Daisies?
Fleazies.
Wait, what's a plazy?
Fleazies.
What's a fleazy?
Bitches.
Bleezy with a B.
Yeah, blunts, hoes, regular shit.
Yeah, Hansen hose, regular shit.
Old guy, huh? Get him out of here.
Yak next.